The Brilliant is a truly unique, balanced and well-designed base for solo, duo and even trio players that provides incredible protection and comfort and has everything you need inside. It has a fully functional shell with beds, lockers and stashes, 3 entrances located on different sides, a lot of windows, gaps and off angles to defend this base, as well as a bunker hidden in the most difficult place to reach. You can build this base on official servers with over 900 online, because it's incredibly easy to build, it doesn't require any build-outs and it starts with a regular 1x1. On top of that, it has an excellent 360-degree shooting floor, lots of boxes, furnaces, beds, turrets and even a small farm. So if you want a simple and strong bunker base that won't be empty the next day when you wake up, this video is definitely for you. Before we get to the base tour, be sure to hit that like button below, subscribe to the channel and check out today's sponsor. Rustly is one of the fastest growing Rust websites with a lot of games to play, many deposit methods including skins, cards and crypto, and instant withdrawals with a store full of skins. You can climb 5 free cases by using code STELIC or clicking the link in the first comment. You can battle against real players or bots in games like Case Battles, Coin Flip and even Minefield and win cool skins. And if it's not enough for you, you can get a lot of bonuses and free cases every 24 hours. In fact, you can get 5 free cases right now if you click the link in the first comment or go to rustly.com and use code STELIC. Please remember, loot boxes sites can be addictive, so make sure you're over 18 and only spend money you can afford to lose. Good luck! You can get inside using one of the 3 entrances, which are located on different sides of the base. Behind the single door is a double door that creates an airlock and blocks the entrance. There are 2 boxes above, 3 sleeping bags below and a window in the front that you can use to get rid of the door campers. Behind the double door is an open space with a huge amount of everything you need. Once you go inside, you will be greeted by traps on both sides of the entrance, as well as turrets that control the entire space inside. There are also a bunch of other items like furnaces, beds and lockers. In addition to that, you can use stashes on the ground to hide some valuable loot here. Moving on, you will get to the shooting area. If you remove the window, you will be able to get rid of your enemies. As you walk forward, you will see that this base is completely symmetrical with plenty of space inside, so your teammates won't block you. Now let's move on to the main core. You can jump in using the locker below. Once inside the airlock, you can control everything that happens inside your shell. Behind the second door are 2 loot rooms, the entrance to the first floor between them that's covered by a bunker, lots of sleeping bags, furnaces, a locker, a workbench, a bed and a battery hidden behind a window. Here in the middle you can see a roof bunker sticking out through the ceiling. Above it are several boxes and a repair bench. On the right side there is a jump up to the shooting floor and a battery behind the window that I showed you before. Now let's go upstairs and see what we have here. Going upstairs, you will see another 3 turrets, 2 mixing tables, 3 sleeping bags and a computer station in the middle, as well as a planter box. There are windows around the main core that allow you to see and control everything happening within a 360-degree radius of your base. In addition to that, you can also control your compound from here and throw a grenade below, which is very useful during an online raid. In addition to this floor, there is another floor on top that can be used as a mini farm or as a spawn area with beds and lockers. From here you also have a great view around your base, so this is another place that will give you some extra angles to defend your base. And finally, let's go all the way down to the first floor to the main room. To get to the first floor, you need to open the bunker. To do this, respawn on your sleeping bag inside the TC room and break this wooden square below the roof. This will remove the bunker and open the passage above. On the left side is a TC room with lots of boxes. On the right is a workbench and more boxes, as well as some traps and sleeping bags. Here is your daily upkeep for this base, which is not much, especially if you will be playing with 1 or 2 teammates. To close this bunker, build a square foundation here and a roof above it. Upgrade the foundation into wood and the roof into metal or even hike wall, and that's it. So if you like what you see and you want to use this in your next wipe, please drop a sub and like the video. And now let's get into the build. Start building by placing a square foundation. Cover it with walls and a ceiling, build a double door frame in front and upgrade everything into stone. Place a TC in the far left corner, add a bamboo shelf in the right corner, a sleeping bag in front of a TC, and put 6 barrels on the shelf, and of course put a double door in place. Once you have enough resources, add a triangle to the front and a square to the left. You can fill this square however you like. I'll make another loot room in this square. It will have a bamboo shelf and barrels. I'll also add a workbench, a furnace and another sleeping bag here. Cover this area with doors and ceilings if you haven't already. Now, let's make a bunker. Build a twig square in front of the entrance, add a height triangle in front and 2 more triangles on each side. Cover the height triangle with half walls, so it can be soft-sided, and build 2 honeycombs on each side as I show. Next, close the twig square with 2 walls looking inward, and add 4 more honeycombs in the remaining spaces, including the back of the base. At the beginning, you can use a furnace as a jump up. Once you have enough resources, you can place a ladder hatch here. Next, make an entrance to the bunker, another shelf inside. Put a garage door here. You can place anything you want on top of the shelf. I'm just showing an example. Next step, upgrade the main core into high wall. If you don't have enough resources, you can use metal first. And that includes all the walls and ceilings, even the honeycombs outside. Cover the remaining 2 squares with honeycombs on the sides as I show, and upgrade the ceilings into metal. Now let's get to the second floor. Cover the entire second floor with walls, and make an exit with 2 single doors and a window on the left. Next, make 2 loot rooms with a shelf inside to the left and right of the bunker, and cover them with garage doors. Build a window on the right side and put a battery behind it. Next, build a wall in the middle, another shelf on the left to make a jump up to the roof. Also, build wall frames wherever possible. Place a workbench next to the window, and other furnaces, a bed and other items in the remaining space. Put garage doors in place and cover this floor with ceilings, except for this place. By the way, don't forget to upgrade the walls next to the bunker into high wall as well. Go up to the roof and build 2 windows on triangles on each side, and then add wall frames between them. Build another honeycomb above the bunker if you haven't already. Cover these windows with embrasures and put double doors in places. And finally, cover this floor with the ceilings. Go outside and upgrade all remaining walls on the first and second floors into metal. And also, put 2 single doors to the entrance to create an airlock. Now, let's move on to building the shell. First, make a circle using triangles in front of the entrance and add 2 squares on the sides. Build 3 half walls in front with 3 windows on top, add a shelf on the inside, and build 2 triangle roofs as I show. You can remove these 2 triangles on the sides if you want to use stashes in the future, but it's not necessary. Repeat the same steps on the remaining sides. This is probably my favorite base of all time, because it's very easy to build and you don't need any build-outs, and there are endless windows and gaps through which you can defend it. Once you're done with the windows, add a triangle in the middle on each side to make 3 entrances. To do this, build 1 square and 2 triangles on the sides as I show. Place a window and 2 single doors in the middle, and add a half floor above. Next, add a half floor on each side of the triangles and build a wall on top. Close the square in the middle with a ceiling and add 2 triangle roofs on each side as I show, and repeat the same on the remaining sides. Now, let's build the roof to cover the shell. To do this, build triangle roofs above the entrances on 3 sides and also above the windows, and in the remaining areas, build regular roofs. You should end up with something like this. And finally, cover all the windows with embrasures. However, as you can see, there are 3 gaps at the top that need to be closed somehow. To do this, open the door, build a half floor and cover it with a ceiling. Repeat the same on the remaining 2 sides. As you can see, now it's impossible to get in from the outside. On the last floor, make an exit by building a wall with a garage door here and cover this triangle in the middle with low walls to create a small farm. Of course, you can use this space however you like, I'm just showing an example. Next, remove all the double doors on the sides and build 2 windows on top of each side as I show. Cover these windows with ceilings and build regular roofs on top. Between the windows, build 2 low walls on each side. Then add 2 half walls in the same places as I show and cover them with floor frames. And finally, place triangle roofs on these floor frames. Cover the gap at the top with the ceiling, place some beds here or any other items, and that's it, your base is ready to use. What would you change about this base to make it even better? Write your thoughts in the comments below, I'd love to read your opinion. Oh, and by the way, if you want to learn more about Rust, then in this video I'll show you guys for all the puzzle and keycard locations in Rust from Tier 1 to Tier 3, as well as everything you need to know about keycards, including their features, some general information, the best ways to find them, and how to make scrap from these keycards.